You are watching Big Bonker Boi News. We're live.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Bonker Boi News. Today, let's talk about some trips. So, a while ago, I said that we were going to. That was weird. This is a picture, not a video. A while ago, I said that we are going to St. Louis again, specifically downtown St. Louis, in October, to see a Beetlejuice live performance. Well, that time is upon us. We are going tomorrow. Originally, we were supposed to stay the night down there, but some things happened. My mom and sister went to watch that new Taylor Swift movie, and my sister is also having this. She's having this school dance. I think it's homecoming dance. And not only that, but we're going on Saturday. Like I said, we're going tomorrow. And the bad thing about that is I work Sunday at 4 p.m. So if we were to stay down there, we would have to wake up early and make sure to get back home before 4 p.m. So staying the night down in St. Louis is not likely. This is going to just be like an all-day thing, you know. We arrive at like somewhere at lunch and leave close to dark. There's two things I want to talk about real fast. Two things you will be seeing during this arc. Both things involving towers, obviously. There is a trio of TV towers in St. Louis that have 300 millimeters. I filmed them a few times here and there. One of the three towers is like the second oldest TV tower in the St. Louis area, or either that or the second oldest TV station, I don't know. But during my Washington D.C. trip, I noticed that one of the three towers now has dual LEDs. Even after all this time, I'm still not the biggest fan of dual LEDs replacing night mode only beacons. It's kind of weird. I mean, not weird, but it's just not my thing, you know. The reason why tower owners do that is because they know because when they have night mode only beacons, they have to paint their towers with aviation orange and white stripes. But if they have dual beacons, then they don't really have to do that. They can just paint them gray. So that's the reason why dual LEDs have been replacing 300 millimeters and other night mode only beacons here and there on these striped towers. So I hope to film that on day mode and night mode. Now the thing I'm more interested about is this tower here. This is a very tall striped FM tower. I filmed this tower a few times here and there. I believe this tower might have two sets of LEDs now. During the ride home from the Chicago trip of March, I seen this, and this here was in the general area of that one tower. So I assume that this might be the same tower. If so, then listen to this. This tower used to have two sets of FTP 205s, I can't talk. Two sets of FTB 205s, two sets of FH307s, and an FH324 on the very top antenna. That is a 3-tier beacon setup, because this tower is massive, taller than the average tower, I have to say. So if it really got LEDs, then wow, you don't really see 3-tier beacon setups. You don't really see 3-tier beacon setups get replaced by 2-tier beacon setups. I don't know if that's an FAA violation or not, but it's kind of weird because this tower is still pretty tall. I don't know about y'all, but this tower needs more than 2 sets of beacons. It needs at least 3 sets of beacons, like it had before. Tomorrow, I will confirm if it really does have LEDs or not. I haven't been able to confirm if it had LEDs because Google Maps has not been updating their street view of this street here for like an entire year. So yeah, the newest street view of this tower is a year old. That is extremely outdated, and it will not help me whatsoever in finding out if this tower has LEDs now. I've seen it coming. Back then, its beacon setup was kind of messing up. On day mode, it was all fine and stuff. The high intensity strobes in FH307, the high intensity strobes in FH324 would work perfectly. But on night mode, the FH307s and the markers refused to work. So the FH324 was the only beacon that actually went into night mode. So I can see why they replaced it if they did. Alright, here's some more news. Back in September, I was talking about how we were going to go to San Francisco and Santa Clara for a 49ers football game. And now that September is long past us now, and there's no videos around this area, it's pretty obvious this trip did not happen. So, the plane tickets along with the hotel and game just a little bit too expensive. The hotel was like, oh my god, man, it was so expensive. Like, wow. So it was just a little bit too much money for all that. So we ended up canceling. But we are still going to California this October. From the 26th to the 29th, I will be in California around I'm going to be around the Disneyland area. So the title is inaccurate because I'm pretty sure that Disneyland is not around Los Angeles, or at least downtown Los Angeles. So keep that in mind. We are still going to California. We have the plane tickets to do so. And we are staying from the 26th to the 29th, like I said before. Alright, here is the last thing for this video. Do you know a team by the name of do you know a baseball team by the name of the Savannah Bananas? Well, my mom is a gigantic fangirl for this team. It's like the comedy version of baseball, which is really needed because honestly baseball is kind of boring in my opinion. These guys start dancing and getting down during the game and stuff. And my mom wants to go to one of the games. So earlier this year, we were trying to get tickets to a Des Moines game, Des Moines, Iowa. But getting tickets is very hard. Like they sell out way too fast nowadays. So we ended up not getting tickets to the Des Moines, Iowa game. That was like back in June. But now we have tickets to the Des Moines, Iowa game. Yes, folks, we are going to Des Moines, Iowa in September 2024. So you have to wait about a year. I've wanted to go to Des Moines, Iowa for a while, so I'm glad that we're going there for this game. Just looks like a nice area, and I also like the tower population too. But they're also going to be having games in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Nashville, Tennessee, and Savannah, Georgia. My mom wants to go to a Savannah, Georgia game. So we might go to Savannah, Georgia after the Des Moines game. So I hate to break it to everybody, but we are not going to the Nashville, Tennessee game. Reason being is that my mom wants to see a Savannah Bananas game with the Party Animals, another baseball team that's as goofy as the Savannah Bananas. And in Nashville, Tennessee, they're not going to be playing against the Party Animals. My mom wants to see the Savannah Bananas play against the Party Animals, so we're not going to Nashville, Tennessee for any of these games. Remember when we were supposed to go to Nashville, Tennessee back in July 2021? Wow, good times. Good time. One day, just one day, you know. I don't know if we're going to be going to the game in Oklahoma City, but if we do, a certain someone will have to prepare themselves. I will kidnap his cat. All right, so I know this is old and this looks like crap. Yes, I know, I know. I can make much better nowadays. This is from 2021. So the last bit of news I have for you today is next year or sometime next year, we are going back down to South Dakota. If you forgot, we already went there back in 2021. It's a very, very fun trip. And after everything was said and done, we all said we would love to go back down there again. Climbing around in the Badlands was just very fun and adventurous. So, I don't know where we're going to be staying, but it's likely that we're going to be staying at the same cabin that we stayed at during the first South Dakota arc. If that's going to be the case, then I'll be able to see the Wall, South Dakota water tower. It has a strobe and 300 millimeter. It's one of the only water towers I know of that has a strobe and 300 millimeter. Well, I mean, it might have an LED nowadays, but let's hope it still has its old beacon set up. But I don't know. We don't know where we're going to be staying at right now. But we still have a year to decide that. Or no, I mean, not a year, just less than a year to decide that, like a few months. I think we're going back to South Dakota in summer 2024. So, yes, we are getting a South Dakota sequel. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to make an update video just in case of things change. Alright, see ya.
You are watching Big Bonker Boi News.